Yes.
Vacation bench. Yes.
May beg a lot. My lord, similar term, my lord, for admission listing 126(10), my lord. Very otherwise matter will become infectious. Obliged, my lord.
Your Lordship, with the consent of the other side, I beg to mention item number 18, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, the matter may kindly be adjourned today and
Item number 18.
item meeting, Your
You
Lordship.
are for whom?
For the petitioner.
As paid for by learned counsel for the petitioner, this matter stands passed over for the day. List again after the vacations.
Deeply obliged.
May I please, Your Lordship, my lord, this matter may be withdrawn, my lord.
Why you want to withdraw?
Yes, my lord, a relief has already been granted, my lord.
Mr. S.R. Borvia, learned counsel for the petitioner, submits that the grievance of the petitioner expressed in this writ petition has already been redressed and therefore nothing survives for adjudication in this writ petition. Poster. Ms. M. Burman, learned government advocate Assam, is present on behalf of the official respondents. In view of the submission made by the petitioner's counsel, this writ petition stands disposed of as infructuous. Interim order passed earlier to continue, stands vacated.
Obliged.
My lord, in this case, my lord, last chance was given to the, my lord, respondents to my lord, obtain instruction, lordship. My lord, grievances, his lordship, the petitioner submitted application for my lord partition, my lord, in 2021, my lord. My lord, that applications have, my lord, have not been decided yet, lordship. The only, my lord, limited prayer, my lord, the authorities may be directed to lordship dispose of that application within a specific period, lordship.
Updated instruction is not yet received, my
Which
lord.
is the application?
That's 20 kindly.
25.
Page 25.
Yes.
20.
20 or 25?
My lord, two petitions, lordship. One is at page
First one is
20,
page 20.
annexure 4. And other is lordship at page 22, annexure 4A.
Partition of land, it's a revenue partition.
Yes, lordship.
What is the rule? What is the law?
97, section 97 of the land revenue regulation, my lord. Every, my lord, recorded pattadar lordship can, my lord, pay for, my lord, partition of their respective, my lord, shares, lordship. Now,
All right, take down. The petitioner herein claims to be the recorded pattadar of a plot of land measuring 12 bigas, 2 cutters, 18 lectures. Being part of land measuring 12 bigas, 2 cutters. So what is the meaning of this?
my lord, 12 bigas, 2 cutters, 18 lessons, lordship.
Petitioner is owner of how much land? Pattadar of how much land?
My lord, 12 bigas, 2 cutters, 18 lessons.
18
My
lessons
lord.
covered by patta number 155, bracket 202 new, bracket close, of dag number 108 of village number 1 Mazrao in the erstwhile district of Mongoldoi, bracket now Paschim Dolgaon. That is the circle officer, Paschim Dolgaon Revenue Circle, with a prayer to make a revenue partition of the land. The petitioner is a joint pattadar.
Yes, lordship.
Joint pattadar. Revenue partition of the land. Has made an application dated 5/2/2021. When no action was taken in the matter, the petitioner had filed another application dated.
With respect to other plot, lordship. My lord, dag number 589, lordship.
When no action now. The petitioner had submitted another application for revenue partition of a plot of land measuring 3 bighas 2 cutters covered by patta number 202, flag number 589 of village number 1 Mazgaon of Paschim Dalgaon Moja under the Dalgaon revenue circle. However, when no action was taken on those applications, both dated 5/2/2021 submitted by the petitioner, he has approached this court by filing the present writ petition. This matter was adjourned on 6/8/2020 to enable the learned government advocate person to obtain instruction. However, Ms. M. Burman, learned government advocate, submits that no instruction has been received.
As
by
of
her
now,
to-
we don't have.
In view of the above and considering the limited nature of grievance expressed in this writ petition, this petition is being disposed of by directing the respondent number 3 to take appropriate action on the applications for revenue partition submitted by the writ petitioner after proper verification of facts as well as the revenue records and stuff. The exercise be carried out in accordance with law within a period of 3 months from the date of receipt of a certified copy of this order.
Lordship, I attend the respond number 1.
Mr. J. Hendik, learned SC Revenue Department, appears for respond number 1, and Ms. M. Burman for respond numbers 2 and 3.
Obliged.
May please, Lordship, this matter may come after vacation, Lordship. On the prayer of petitioner's counsel, this matter is
Similar player, Lordship, for item number 6 also similar player.
6 also same. Same problem like the
Same
earlier one.
Yes, obliged.
My lord, here dispute is between union and state, my lord. And my lord, here Article 131 does not attract in my case, my lord, because my lord, Article 131 in the last part, my lord, it says, may I read Article 131, my lord? Subject to the provision of this constitution, the Supreme Court shall, to the exclusion of any other court, have original jurisdiction in any dispute between the government of India, one and more of the state, between the government of India and any state or state on one side, and between two and more states. Man, in the last part, if and in so far as the dispute involve any question whether of law or fact on which the existence of extent of legal right depend, my lord. In our case, the dispute is not like that. That is page number, my lord. In writ petition, page number 52, my lord. Our prayer is.
Where is the interim order?
Interim order is, my lord, page number 63, my lord.
Number 53.
63, my lord. 63. In the last part, operative portion is 65, my lord. 65, last para. Till returnable date, respondent authority shall.
All right, heard Ms. Learned counsel for the petitioner queries statements made in the contempt petition alleging willful disobedience of the order dated 16/3/2022 passed by this court in WPC number 1838 of 2022. This petition has been filed. Issue notice returnable in 8 weeks. Petitioner to take steps for service of notice upon the respondents by registered post with AD.
Must oblige.
May I please, Your Worship? Worship, this is a contempt petition, Your Worship. Here, Lordship, the willful and deliberate
Which
violation.
order has been violated?
Lordship, operative part act as 12, Lordship. Order dated
Mr.
22.
SI, Learned counsel for the petitioner alleging willful disobedience of the order dated 22/2/2022 passed by this court in WPC number 2889, public 2021. This petition has been filed. I peruse the statements made in the contempt petition. Issue notice returnable in 8 weeks. Petitioner to take steps for service of notice upon the sole respondent by registered post.
Helpful, Your Lordship.
Matter relates to cancellation of GST lordship. Matter relates to cancellation of GST lordship.
Yesterday lordship has passed order similar to maybe passed order.
You have the order yesterday.
Item case number I have, my lord. Case number WBC 623222, my lord. Item number 15 yesterday's list, my lord.
Here lordship, the difference is that the preferred appeal that was dismissed.
Only that is the difference, my lord.
Here respondent number 4 will be directed.
Case 22 is the order cancelling registration, my lord.
Heard Mr. Arvind Mr. Leonard, counsel for the petitioner, also heard Mr. S.C. Kyle Leonard, standing counsel, GST authorities appearing for the respondents. The lead petitioner herein is a businessman by profession and is running a proprietorship concern in the name and style within courts, Messrs. SR Enterprise, unquote. The petitioner is an SSC under the Central Goods and Service Tax Act 2017, and therefore he had a registration. He had a GST registration system. However, due to non-filing of GST returns for a continuous period of 6 months, the GST registration of the petitioner was cancelled by order dated 4/10/2019. The petitioner had referred an appeal before the respondent number 2, which was also dismissed by order dated
2/11/21, my lord.
2/11/2021. Full stop. 2/11/21 on the ground that the appeal was barred by delay. Full stop. Mr. Mishra submits that unless the cancellation of the GST registration is revoked, the same would pose hardship to the petitioner in running his business. Full stop. Mr. Kyle, then you write, learned counsel for the petitioner has also referred to similar orders passed by this court in WPC numbers
6232
and
2022, my lord.
6232 of 2022, and what is the other one? There are two
Yes,
cases, put the numbers, wherein petitions were disposed of with certain directions to the authorities. Full stop. As such, a similar order is prayed for in this petition as well. Full stop. Mr. Kyle submits that since the case of similarly situated petitioners have already been considered and disposed of, he would have no objection if a similar order is passed in this case as well. Full stop. By the order dated so and so, passed by this court in WPC number so and so, the petition of similarly situated petitioner was disposed of by directing that the cancellation of GST registration be revoked upon the petitioner filing return along with the payable GST as well as other statutory dues in a time-bound manner. First of since the learned counsel for both the sides have agreed to such an order in this case as well, the present case is also been disposed of by providing that within 10 days from today, who is the respondent?
Respondent number 4.
Respondent number 4 will furnish information to the petitioner as regards the outstanding dues of GST component as well as other statutory dues, if any, payable by him. First up, on receipt of such information, the petitioner would file return and deposit the outstanding statutory dues. First up, immediately thereafter, the order of cancellation of GST registration be revoked. With the above observation, writ petition stands closed.
The other case is 642922. The other one is 642922.
WPC number 6429/2020.
Obliged, Your Lordship.
Order dated yesterday's order.
Yesterday's order.
Order dated yesterday. Check it.
May it please your lordship.
The last question, Lordship, I have taken instructions, my lord, in this matter. The petitioner was found to be not eligible. As to the reasons for such being not eligible, I have to file an affidavit. It come up in the October, towards the end of October, I'll file my affidavit. Because these have to come in the shape of an affidavit.
So we have to examine that now. Heard Mr. M.S. Lester, Learned Counsel for the petitioner. Also heard Mr. A. Ganguly, Learned Counsel representing the respondent bank, submits an instruction that the request for grant of educational loan made by the petitioner could not be considered by the bank since he was found ineligible for the same. First of all, Mr. Ganguly, however, prays for 2 weeks' time to file an affidavit bringing the relevant facts and record. First of all, in view of the above, issue notice of motion returnable in 4 weeks. You are appearing for all.
Yes, both of them.
Since Mr. A. Ganguly has appeared in accepted notice for all the respondents, no formal notice is required to be sent in this case. For all, both the respondents. Extra copies will be furnished to the learned counsel for the respondents. First of affidavit on behalf of the bank shall be filed within 3 weeks by serving advance copy upon the petitioner's counsel. This matter for admission again after 4 weeks.
Lordship, may kindly fix the date because this is educational loan matter about this person. Any date?
2nd November. List this case again on 2nd November.
Obliged.
May I please, Lordships? In this case, my lord, petitioner is a legally settlement holder, my lord, Mandya Hart, including the cattle market, my lord, on my lord, 12/9/2022.
Yes, Ms. Burman, have you received copy?
No, my lord, I have to check. Our name is not shown. I have missed the item. my
At
lord.
last occasion, my
We
lord,
will issue notice today, nothing can be done.
my lord, some protection, my lord,
What
not to
protection?
disturb, my lord. Not to disturb the two patrols.
What kind of order cannot be?
My lord. Revenue, my lord.
Heard Mr. M. Learned Counsel for the petitioner.
Man
Also
copy,
heard
my
Ms.
lord.
M. Burman,
Double copy দিয়া হয়ে আছে
Learned,
তথাপি copy
Government
নাই, copy নাই।
Advocate Assam appearing for the.
I'm not seeing that copy there.
Also heard Mr. S. Datta, Learned SC PNRD,
1, 2, 4, and 5.
Department Assam appearing for respondent numbers 1, 2,
4 and 5.
4, and 5. And Ms. M. Burman, Learned Government Advocate Assam appearing for the respondent numbers 3, 6, and 7.
Yes.
The writ petitioner
3, 6, and
hearing claims to be operating private hut.
No,
No, not a private.
Mandya Hart.
Huh?
Mandya Hart.
You are the settlement holder.
Yes, settlement holder.
Claims to be the settlement holder of Mandya hut.
Including cattle market, my lord. As per NIT, my lord, as per.
Along with the cattle market, which was settled with him by order dated 1/7/2022. First of all, while operating the market, the petitioner is facing difficulty due to undue interference from the respondent number 6 and 7. First of all, as such, the petitioner has approached this court by filing the instant writ petition. The learned departmental counsel submits that they are yet to receive instruction in the matter. Full stop. In view of the above, issue notice of motion returnable on 4/11/2022. Since the respondents are already represented, no formal notice is required to be sent. Extra copy will be furnished to the learned departmental counsel within a week from today, so as to enable them to obtain instruction. Heard on the prayer of interim relief, the said prayer will be considered on the returnable date. However, since the petitioner is claiming to be the settlement holder of Mandya Hut on the strength of order dated 1/7/2022 issued by the Mandya Anchalik Panchayat,
Borpeta Jila Parishad, my lord.
Borpeta Zilla Parishad.
Page 33, my lord. Page 33, my lord.
The respondent number 6 and 7 shall not cause any undue interference in operation of the market by the petitioner, except by following the due process of.
Yes, yes. Obliged.
My lord, in this matter, GA may be shown, my lord. That is why I have
Let this
missed
case
that.
be listed again by reflecting the name of GA Assam in the court list.
Obliged.
Obliged, madam.
And regarding no confidence motion, my lord, last time you were asked to produce the report, my lord.
Lordship, I have received some pairwise comment along with some documents, my lord. After going through it, my lord, requisition was sent on 4/8/2022, my lord. Thereafter, petitioner was informed on, my lord, 16/8/2022, my lord. And first meeting was fixed on 18/8/2022 with the approval of the petitioner, my lord. Thereafter, my lord, on 18/8/22, my lord, as per the instruction, my lord, the members were accepted the petitioner as their president, my lord, and no confidence motion was not, secret voting was also not done, my lord. They have accepted. Thereafter, my lord, on 22/8/2022.
They have accepted means the no confidence motion failed.
Yes, my lord, that has to examine by your lordship, my lord. That is why, my lordship.
When did that happen? Which date?
On 18/8/2022, my lord.
In that meeting on 18/8/2022.
Yes, presided by petitioner, my lord. Thereafter, my lord, on 22/8/2022, my lord, GP secretary informed the Anchalik Panchayat, my lord, because president cannot proceed with his own special meeting, my lord. Some technicalities are there, my lord. Thereafter, on 23/8/2022, Anchalik Panchayat requested the petitioner again. That is not required, my lord, as per law, my lord. Thereafter, 25/8/2022, GP secretary again informed the Anchalik Panchayat that petitioner is not about to going for the second special meeting, my lord.
Second is not permitted.
Yes, exactly, my lord. That is I am submitting, my lord. On 30/8/2022, BDO informed the Anchalik Panchayat president, my lord, and president on with approval, my lord, fixed 31/8/2022, my lord. Then date was fixed for meeting on 5/9/22, my lord.
Meeting was held on 5/9/22.
No, my lord. So that was fixed on 5/9/22. But on that day, one application was received from the petitioner. That petitioner's mothers was expired, my lord, on 30/8/2022. Therefore, on sympathy ground, they have cancelled the meeting, my lord. Thereafter, again on 12/9/22, DC permitted again, my lord, deputy commissioner. But deputy commissioner's authorized person was not there, and 19/9/22 one meeting was fixed, and on that day meeting was held.
Meeting was
19/9/2022. Therefore, some
on 19/9/2022. What happened?
Meeting was done.
And resolution was passed.
Yes, my lord. Resolution was passed.
But how can this meeting be held?
That is why lordship's examination is required, my lord.
And that to my lord, BDO cannot call for a meeting.
Sorry?
BDO cannot call for a meeting as per our mandate of our High Court, my lord. It can be by the president of the Anchalik Panchayat. Even approval is not done.
Where is the notification calling for the meeting?
By the BDO.
Yes.
By the BDO, that is, my lord,
Page
30, page 32, page 35.
And where is the resolution adopted in the meeting held on 18/8/2022?
That is not furnished to me, my lord. That was sent from the letter of the, my lord, BDO sent to the deputy commissioner. I came to know, my lord. That was held on 19.
And where is the resolution adopted in that meeting?
That resolution not furnished to me, probably in the record. That is taken on 19/9. From the letter written by the BDO to the deputy commissioner, I came to know. It is annexed in Annex 7, page 38.
Have you got the resolution?
Yes, my lord. Certified copy of the resolution.
And petitioner was not present on 19/9.
Not present.
So petitioner will continue in the office of. Take down hard Mr. T.J. Montolare, senior counsel, assisted by.
Hawari, my lord. Hawari.
Hawari, learned counsel for the petitioner. Agreed by the communication dated 2/9/2022 issued by the Block Development Executive Officer, Tihu Anchalik Panchayat, convening a special meeting for discussing the no confidence motion proposed against the petitioner to be held on 5/9/2022. The instant writ petition has been filed inter alia contending that the block development officer, that is the respondent number 4, does not have any authority or jurisdiction to convene any such meeting. Taking note of the grievance expressed in the writ petition, this court had directed the Learned Standing Council PNRD Assam, Mr. S. Datta, to obtain instruction and produce the records. First up, from the records produced by Mr. Datta, as well as the oral submission made by him, it appears that the special meeting to discuss the requisition submitted by the members proposing no confidence against the petitioner, who is the elected president of
41 Makibaha.
elected president of
41 number Makibaha Gao Panchayat.
41 number Makipara Gao Panchayat.
Makibaha.
Makibaha Gao Panchayat was held on 18/8/2022 with the approval of the president, whereafter the motion of no confidence was defeated. Full stop. Thereafter, the matter was again referred to the Anchalik Panchayat on 22/8/2022 by the secretary of the Gao Panchayat. Full stop. On the basis of such reference, the meeting was fixed by the respondent number 4. The meeting was convened by the respondent number 4 on 5/9/2022, which was ultimately held on 19/9/2022 in the absence of the petitioner. Which is the provision? Within 6 months, another meeting cannot be held.
That is, my lord,
15/1.
15-1.
Section 15(1) of the Assam Panchayat Act 1994 clearly stipulates that if a
15-1. Provided that further that no confidence motion is not lost, no such motion shall be allowed in the next 6 months. 15-1. Last portion of the 15.
provides that when a no confidence motion is lost, no such motion shall be allowed in the next 6 months. Full stop. In this case, since the special meeting was convened, in this case, according to Mr. S. Datta, the special meeting of the Gao Panchayat was convened on 18/8/2022, wherein the no confidence motion was lost. As such, the question of convening another meeting within 6 months did not arise under the law. Moreover, the jurisdiction to convene a meeting under section 15(1) of the Act of 1994 is with the Anchalik Panchayat, and such power cannot be delegated to the block development officer. Full stop. The aforesaid aspect of the matter has been settled
2016 1 GLT
by the
648.
judgment of this court rendered in the case of. Can you pass over the judgment?
My lord,
It is this court or Supreme Court?
this court, my lord. There are 2 judgments of this court as well as division bench judgment also.
Judgment
I'll
of
give
this
the
court rendered in the case of so and so, so and so. Full stop. If that be so, it is apparent on the face of the record that the meeting held on 19/9/2022 and the resolution adopted therein on the face of the record is untenable in the eye of law. Full stop. As such, issue notice returnable in 6 weeks since. Have they given the judgment? What's the judgment?
I'll give the just right now. I'll give the Let's take from now.
Since Mr. Datta Lanet SC PNRD Department Assam has accepted notice for respondent numbers
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, no formal notice is required to be sent to said respondent. Extra copies of the writ petition be furnished to the Learned Department Council. Petitioner to take steps for service of notice. Before that, you write the resolution is adopted in the No, the resolution, no, you forget it. So and so. Petitioner to take steps for service of notice upon the remaining respondent by registered post of AD within 3 days from today. First up. Third, on the prayer of interim relief. No, you don't have the judgments.
Yes, I have the judgment, my lord.
I wanted to see the
Yes,
judgments.
yes, my lord.
With regard to the facts and circumstances of the case, it is hereby provided that until the retirement date, the petitioner shall continue to hold the office of president of number so and so Gaon Panchayat. Consequently, the resolution adopted in the meeting dated so and so 19/9/2022 shall be kept in abeyance.
Photocopy ले लेगा है ना? That DTP also it is confirmed, my lord.
Muhammad Ayesha Begum Mejarvia versus State of Assam and others reported in 2018 1 GLJ 339. Only that will be enough.
My lord. There is another judgment of Dawa.
One will be enough.
My lord.
You'll get the book little later.
My lord.
Yes.
All right.
My lord, in this case, my lord, regarding a plot of land, tag number 296, my lord, there are 4 civil suits are pending between the petitioner and the respondent number 4. Despite this, the respondent number 4 files an allegation complaint against me, and the respondent number 3 conducts an inquiry also in a sub judice matter and passes an adverse order without hearing me, my lord. That is my case.
Who is respondent number 3?
Circle officer.
What order has been passed?
My lord, he has submitted that inquiry report, my lord, which is factually wrong, and it has been done on a sub judice matter. Factually wrong, my lord, I can give an explanation, but I was not heard that is the thing, my lord. Actually, I should have been at least told, or I should have been given the chance to place my
So
case.
what, any action has been taken on the basis of inquiry report?
Not till yet, my lord, but maybe, I don't know.
So when somebody acts on this, then only you can challenge
Yes,
it.
my lord, that is correct.
Only
but-
notice at this stage.
Okay, my lord.
Yes, heard Mr. M. Patakil and counsel for the petitioner. Aggrieved by the inquiry report dated 27/2022. Furnished by the respondent number 3 before the respondent number 2. This writ petition has been filed inter alia contending that the report was prepared behind the back of the petitioner. Peruse the averments made in the writ petition. Issue notice returnable in 6 weeks. Miss, who is appearing for whom? Miss N. Bordole, Learned Standing Council, Revenue, etc. appears and accepts notice for respondent number 1.
Two and
And
three, I am.
Miss M. Borman, Learned G. Assam for respondent numbers 2 and 3. As such, no formal notice is required to be sent to respondent numbers 1 to 3. Extra copies be furnished. The petitioner to take steps for service of notice upon respondent number 4 by registered post.
Reflection of ISC revenue name in the first list.
List by showing the name of
My lord, this is the case of electrocution, your lordship. Petitioner's husband.
compensation for death due to electrocution.
My lord.
We'll issue notice at
Yes,
this
Lord.
stage. Heard Mr. A. Raman, Learned Counsel for the petition. This writ petition has been filed seeking compensation due to death by electrocution.
One
I
and
peruse
three.
these averments made in the writ petition. Issue notice of motion returnable in 8 weeks. Yes.
J.K. Goswami, lordship, 1 and 3, lordship.
Mr.
Standing
J.K.
counsel,
Goswami,
petitioner.
Learned Counsel has appeared and accepted notice on behalf of respondent numbers 1 and 3, and Ms. M. Burman, Learned Government Advocate Assam for respondent numbers 2, 4, and 5. As such, no formal notice, extra copies.
My lord, only typographical mistake, my lord.
Typographical, I can't say anything on this. We'll see. Yes.
Lordship, similar matter was heard on other day, Lordship.
like tank transport.
Similar matter.
Exactly identical, my lord. Your lordship issued notice and also on the prayer of interim relief.
What is the other case number?
My lord,
Mr.
I'm
P.
giving the
Sharma,
order,
learned
my
counsel for the petitioner. The issue relates to processing of tender submitted in response to NIT dated. NIT dated. What is the date of the NIT, Mr.
Exact
Sharma?
date is not there, my lord.
In respect of NIT issued by the IOCL, first up. Mr. M.K. Chaudhary, learned senior counsel, appearing for the assisted by Mr. M. Sharma, appearing for the IOCL, submits that a similar writ petition filed by another tenderer is in the form of WPC number 6425/2022 is pending before this court, wherein notice has been issued both on the main as well as the interim prayer. Therefore, this matter be also posted along with said writ petition.
The observation made in this, in the earlier petition may be, the observation made in this, in the last part.
No, it is automatic. You don't need all this. In view of the above, issue notice returnable on 24/11/2022. Since Mr. Sharma has appeared and accepted notice on, who is for one?
One is Union of India, my lord.
Mr. J. Shekhar Lanet, CGC, has accepted notice for respond number 1 and Mr. M. Sharma for respond numbers 2 and 3. No formal notice is required to be sent to the said respondents. Extra copies be furnished. Petitioner to take steps for service of notice upon respond number 4 by registered post with AD. Heard on the prayer of interim relief. The said prayer will be considered on the returnable date. List this case again on 24/11/2022 along with WPC number 6425/2022.
My lord,
The observation that it will be subject to the outcome of this court, that
the LOI issued to the respond number 4 shall be subject to outcome of further orders passed in this.
my lord, item number 30 is
Item
also
number?
30 is also same, but the lawyer is different, my lord. I have to wait, perhaps.
So you wait a little bit.
The petitioner before your lordships is the proprietor of a stone crushing unit in Namru. And before your lordships, because my stone crushing unit now stands closed on 26th of August. And subsequently, my materials have been seized. It all goes back to 2012, where there was a first implication of a Form O to be imposed. I came before the Honorable High Court. High Court has already passed an order saying that since I'm not a permit holder, I do not need any kind of provision from the government of Assam or the Forest Department. That order we have already annexed, and your lordships has already held that. Subsequent to that, in 2018, your lordships, I have been working on the stone crushing unit. I had obtained certain permissions to crush stones from a private party. Now, the business stance is that I take the stones from an authorized seller who is authorized by the government with a permit, who pays royalty to the government because he is extracting the minerals.
Your unit has been closed when?
26th of August. Subsequently, they have also seized the material in it. Subsequently.
On 26th of August.
Of August, yes. And your lordships in one of the writ petitions where my trucks were seized, relating to the same subject matter, when I say some subject matter, because the stones that were seized have already been in session, and your lordships has already granted an interim order saying no cohesive action to be taken. In spite of that, they have closed this subsequently now.
All right, so today what order are you seeking?
I am saying if your lordships, obviously all these things will be an outcome of the writ petition, I should be allowed to at least run it till then.
Okay, then why have you waited till the last day of the vacation? You had more than a month.
I had.
So that is the problem. No interim order can be passed today. Because
May
we
I-
could have asked them to give us a reply. He will not know what is it unless he is given.
I understand.
And we could have considered an interim order. But that scope is not there now. This is
I
the
leave it
last
to your
day.
lordships. I leave it to your lordships. All I'm saying is because this is a season time now coming since October. I have.
Sorry, Mr. Fukan, you are too late for pre-vacation.
I leave it to your lordships.
My lord, I also, my lord, want to state, my lord, this issue is also being raised, my lord, because if this petition succeeds, my lord, we'll lose control over all of the state, my lord, this is stone crushers, my lord. So we will like to reply with a notice, proper in a proper way, my lord.
Even there is no time even for him to obtain oral instruction.
And lordships may issue notice on the interim prayer, then I can be heard in the
Yes.
next place, at least till then.
Petitioner is aggrieved by the into an action on the part of the forest departmental authorities in closing down his stone crusher unit and seizing the materials on 26/8/2022. Full stop. Mr. Pukan submits that there is no power or jurisdiction on the part of the respondent authorities to initiate such action against the petitioner. Full stop. As such, a prayer has been made to issue an interim order permitting the petitioner to operate his stone crusher unit. Full stop. Mr. D. Gogoi, learned standing counsel appearing for the Forest Department, submits that the issue raised in this writ petition would have wide ramification on various pending matters, and therefore he be permitted some time to obtain instruction and file affidavit. In view of the above, issue notice of motion returnable on first week of November.
First week of November.
Returnable on 4/11/2022.
The interim prayer also could be considered on the next day. The interim prayer could be considered on the next day. I'll be grateful.
Since Mr. Gogoi has appeared, all the respondents. Mr. D. Gogoi has appeared and accepted notice on behalf of all the respondents. No formal notice is required to be sent in this case. You are appearing for Chief Secretary also.
Additional CS, my lord, we can appear. Additional CS.
All the respondents, no formal notice, extra copies. Heard on the prayer of interim relief. The said prayer will be considered on the returnable date. The respondents to bring their stand on record positively on or before 27/10/2022 by filing affidavit.
Grateful.
With advance copy served upon the petitioner's counsel.
In this case, the petitioner, my lord, agreed by order dated, my lord, 10/8/2020 as per 19 lawsuit.
We'll issue notice at this stage. That's all. Heard Mr. M.A. Jamil, learned counsel for the petition. Peruse the amendments made in the writ petition. Issue notice returnable in 6 weeks. Since who is appearing?
Nobody.
Achha, motor accidents claim tribunal is the only respondent.
Yes.
This matter stands adjourned till vacation. We can't issue notice to tribunal. Sorry.
My lord, then my
You
lord.
find out, ask seniors, they will tell you how wrong you are. Correct it, come back.
Legal aid, my lord, can be my lord.
Sorry?
Legal aid.
You can implicate the tribunal as the only respondent.
My lord,
Sorry. After vacation, yes. Mr. Ahmed, if you don't know something, ask others. Don't waste the court time.
I understood, lordship, but
Yes.
ultimately, lordship, it has come to.
16 active for the petitioners. 2 DUG numbers. They have been residing in this property. There is a vacant triangular land in front of me, which is 121 is the bone of contention. Just across it, there's the PWD road. The entry and exit to the property belongs on that road. There is a temple, I have no problems. They have been having a lot of functions I have never observed. But now it's a question of building a permanent construction, which is going to have a problem in my entry and exit. There are 2 establishments, which are commercial establishments run within the property. That will be hampered, my livelihood. Tomorrow, even if for any emergency services will not be able to approach. I'm not against the temple being there, but I'm saying that permanently they are trying to build something on that, which is exactly in front of me. The entry and exit is all gone. I have represented to the DC, they haven't gone with it. It's the admitted fact.
When did you file the representation?
Yeah, on 13th of September. But the construction is already on.
30th of September.
13th of September. 13th of September. 1/3.
Which year?
This year.
13th?
Yes.
1/3.
Yes. That's the next. Annexure 6, page 39.
This is a dispute between the petitioner and the PWD.
No, the PWD road is just across the land, which is the government land.
It is a totally reserved land. It's a government land.
That's a reserve land, which we are saying is a reserve land.
Nothing to do, my lord, in this.
It's PWD land.
They are constructing on illegal.
They are constructing on, it seems, allegation is on government land.
Mr. Pukan, let it start from today. These private disputes and writ petitions will not end.
I have not come before your lordship. The reason I am here is because they are now building something permanent. At least that representation, which is there, should be considered at least, because once they come out to know that it's a government land, then they are anyway out, or else I am out. That representation is annexure 6. Page 39. I have specifically made an amendment at the 4th paragraph. That the land between the land PW roads, a narrow strip of roadside reserve land, 100 feet in length and 30 feet in wide, exists in a triangular shape. The said plot of land reserved for PW road department for the future extension of the purpose. That's where they're building it.
I'll dispose it off, but you will get the order after vacation. I'm working with a depleted strength of private secretaries. We are really struggling.
As long as the construction.
Council wants disposal orders on the last day. You will get the order after vacation. We can't help it.
I'll take
He's
it.
the only one who is.
I'll take a chance. I'll take a chance.
What is to be done? You come on the last day. You should have given 1 day time to us.
I'm sorry for that. I did it as fast as possible.
What order do I pass here today? You dictate the order. Yes. You have nothing to say. You have nothing to say.
My lord, I have to take instruction regarding this representation.
We'll issue status quo order. Let this go like this.
I'm extremely grateful.
But Mr. Fukan, these are very wrong petitions.
May I say this, Your
These things
Lordship?
should not be. These are matters.
No,
should be dealt with in the civil court.
I could have gone. I bow down to Your Lordship the observation. My problem is the construction has started full swing. I can't stop it. The civil court would have taken a long time. And the department is a government that admitted fact.
All right, we'll ask the deputy commissioner to look into your grievance.
I'll be
Not Mr. Arbi Fukan, Landed Council appearing for the petitioner. First of the read petitioners hearing claim to be the permanent residents of Kadamini town under Juria PS of Rupuhi Revenue Circle, situated in the district of Nagaon. According to the, how many petitioners?
There are 4.
According to the petitioners, they are the pattadars in respect of land measuring 1 biga 1 katha, 1 katha covered by dag number 124 and 125 of periodic patta number 85 of Kandamoni town Kisam under Juria Moja, lot number 8, wherein they have their dwelling houses. Full stop. In front of the dwelling house, there is a PWD road, which is the only ingress and egress to the dwelling house of the petitioner, alleging that the private respondents are raising permanent construction without following the building bylaws and leaving the requisite setback. The petitioner had earlier submitted representation dated 13/9/2022 before the respondent number 6, respondent number 6, that is the Deputy Commissioner Nagaon. However, when no action was taken on such representation, the instant writ petition has been filed. Full stop. Mr. Fukan submits that since the respondents are raising permanent construction, which would cause serious injury to the interest of his client, hence, this is a case where extreme urgency is involved. Full stop.
Grateful.
Ms. M. Burman, learned government advocate, Assam. Ms. N. Bordole, learned standing counsel, Revenue Department, Assam. Ms. M. Burman, learned government advocate, Assam, and Mr. R. Dhar, learned standing counsel, PWD, submits that this is a private dispute between two parties, but they would have no objection if the concerned authority is directed to look into the matter. This court is conscious of the fact that the issue raised in this writ petition is primarily a land dispute. Full stop. However, taking note of the concern expressed in the writ petition, the matter cannot be brushed aside without a proper examination. Full stop. As such, without expressing opinion on the merit of the claim made by the petitioner, this writ petition stands disposed of with a direction upon the respondent number 6 and 7 to examine the representation submitted by the petitioner on 13/9/2022 and take appropriate action in the matter as may be permissible in the law. if a proper case is found to have been made out by the petitioners. With the above observation, writ petition stands disposed of.
Extremely grateful, Your Lordship's indulgence.
Lordship, matter relates to non-payment of contractual bill, Lordship.
On payment of contractual dues. Your name, please?
D. Kolita.
Mr. D. Kalita, learned counsel for the petitioner. The matter relates to non-payment of contractual dues. NOM 8 weeks. You are appearing for? Miss,
For the respondent, my lord.
yes. Miss
DS Newg.
Yes, new learned SC Irrigation Department. Appearing for the respondents, prays for some time to obtain instruction. Prayer allowed. NOM 8 weeks. Since Ms. Neog has appeared and accepted notice for all the respondents, no formal notice, extra copies.
Deeply obliged.
For today's purpose, very limited prayer before Lordship.
Will you take the complete motion? Huh? শেষ করবেন, নেবেন?
Please, Your Lordship. My lord, I participated in a bidding process of e-auction of a purchasing of a constructed area, e-auction by Punjab National Bank. And I was the highest bidder. I deposited 54,64,500 rupees. Then I searched for the documents relating to the property. Then I come to know that the portion which has been e-auction for sale, there is no building permission from the appropriate authority. Then I said to the department bank that I cannot purchase it because it's a defective title, because the construction is without any permission. Now, my lord, they have threatened me at my lord that they will coercive action will be taken and my
Will issue notice, till then no
coercive
coercive action.
action.
Let us see how
My lord, the coercive action has already been taken on 2/9.
now you'll stop it. After today's order, you'll
Done,
stop
my
it.
lord.
Huh?
It has already been forfeited, my lords. The notice that my lord is challenging 22A
No further coercive action.
already taken. My
No,
lord.
we passed that order. These matters cannot be thrown out in the motion.
So I'm not asking for throwing out, my lord, but I have to file my affidavit because what
File
he's saying
it.
is a disparate question. Yes, my lord, but coercive action that my learned friend is challenging 22/8 notice, my lord. That time passed on 31st of August.
Forfeited, his amount as security has been forfeited.
Forfeited 54 lakhs. That is done on 2/9 and communicated to him the same day, my lord, by email.
we have not
I-
received.
They will always. I
All
have
right, heard Mr. S. Chamal, counsel for the petitioner. Here is the averments made in the writ petition. Mr. Chamal submits that his client is the auction purchaser of a property put to sale by the bank, but at the time of taking over possession, it
Not
was
position, my lord, searching for documents.
at the time of searching for documents, it transpired that the building was constructed without permission. It's full stop. On such count, the petitioner did not want to proceed with the purchase. However, the respondents are not allowing the petitioner to withdraw from the auction process, and on the contrary, are threatening him with coercive action. Full stop. Mr. A. Ganguly, learned SC, Punjab National Bank, appearing for the respondent, submits that coercive actions have already been taken against the petitioner on 2/9/2022, when his earnest money and security deposit of 54,64,500 have been forfeited, and therefore the writ petition is infructuous. The aforesaid stand of the learned departmental counsel does not appear to be tenable in the eye of law. Learned counsel for the bank does not appear to be tenable. Prima facie does not appear to be tenable in the eye of law. As such, issue notice of motion returnable on 18/11/2022. Since Mr. Ganguly has appeared and accepted notice on behalf of all the respondents, no formal notice is required to be sent in this case. Extra copies will be furnished to Mr. Ganguly, heard on the prayer of interim relief. Having regard to the facts and circumstances of the case, it is hereby provided that status quo as regards the property in question be maintained in all respect till the returnable date.
I'm obliged.
In this case, my lord, I have challenged the notice and the resolution passed in the document motion. In the notice, my lord, 3 clear days notice has not been given, and in the special meeting, my lord, some outsider unauthorized person was remain present and my lord, they pressurized the my lord, numbers for voting in favor of the no provisions. At this stage, lordship may kindly my lord, issue notice, my lord, they appear, my lord.
Only notice.
Notice, my lord.
Nothing else.
My lord, the 7 members have filed my lord,
This is my lord second round of writ petition, my lord.
Meeting has been held.
My lord, meeting has been held pursuant to the order passed by this honorable court, my
The
lord.
resolution was adopted when?
17/9/2022.
This date was fixed by the honorable high court, my lord. And
Fine,
earlier,
then we'll issue notice at this stage.
My lord,
Mr.
kindly see
D.A.
paragraph
Kalam,
8,
Learned
my lord.
Counsel for the petitioner, assailing the resolution adopted in the special meeting held on 17/9/2022, whereby no confidence motion was passed against the petitioner. The instant writ petition has been filed. Inter alia contending that the meeting was not, but the meeting was convened without following the due procedure of law laid down in section 15(1) of the Assam Panchayat Act 1994. Stop. I have perused the amendments made in the writ petition. Stop. Issue notice of motion returnable on 4/11/2020. No, 7/11/2022. Since Mr. Who is appearing for whom? Mr. S.
1,
Dr.
3 and 5.
And SC PNID Department Assam has accepted notice for respond numbers
1, 3, 5.
1, 3 and 5. Miss M. Burman, Learned Government Advocate Assam for respond numbers 2, only 2. And Mr. AFNU
I am for my lord 6, 7, 8.
Mullah. No, Ms. M. Burman, so and so, no formal notice is required to be sent to the said respondent. Extra copies be furnished to the Learned Departmental Council, requisiting numbers within a week from today. Mr. AFNO Mullah, Learned Council, has appeared on behalf of respondent numbers
6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 13 and 15.
10, 11, 13 and 15 on caveat.
Caveat,
On the
6,
stand of
7
the
members.
caveat. The caveat stands discharged. Petitioner to take steps for service of notice upon the remaining respondents by registered post with AD. Considering the nature of grievance expressed in this case, the matter would require expeditious disposal. The respondents to therefore bring their stand on record by filing affidavit on or before 3rd November 2022. The Learned Departmental Council to also produce the records on the returnable date, facilitating early disposal of the writ petition.
Deeply obliged.
Is your lordship. My lord, the petitioners are the patta holders, my lord. Joint patta holders
On payment of
of the landed
compensation.
property, my lord.
Hard Mrs. Will issue notice. Hard Mrs. S.B. Chaudhary, Learned Counsel for the petitioner. The petitioners are aggrieved by non-payment of just compensation for the land acquired by the respondents. Full stop. Issue notice returnable in 6 weeks. Mr. Standing Council, Revenue Department, Assam accepts notice for respond number 1. And who is for BTC?
Lordship, I'll be.
Mr. P. Chaudhary, Learned SC BTC for respond numbers 2, 3, 4. Who are your clients? 2, 3?
Lordship, 2, 3, 4.
All except
5.
2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8. And Mr. C.K.S. Burwal, Learned Government Advocate Assam for respond number 5. Service of notice is deemed to be complete in this case. Extra copy of the writ petition be furnished.
Lordship, the name of BTC Council may be
Listed by reflecting the name of Learned SC BTC in the copies.
Non-payment of contractual bill. This matter relates to
Contractual dues.
contractors.
Alright. Heard Mr. P.K. Burman, Learned Counsel for the petitioner. The matter pertains to non-payment of contractual dues, which, according to the petitioner, is admitted amount, full stop. Mr. Which department is this?
Information and Public Relation and Printing and Stationery Department.
Mr. C.K.S. Burwal, Learned Government Advocate Assam pays for some time to obtain instruction in the matter. NOM 8 weeks since Mr. Sharma Burwa has accepted notice for respond numbers
1, 2, 4, 5, 6.
5 and 6, and Mr. R.C. Bapujari, Learned SC Finance for respond number 3, respond number 3. No formal notice is required to send in this case. Extra copies, etc.
All right.
May please, Lord. Can you pass over for the time being? sir?
Passover, but before the matter, court finishes the matter. Before the court rises, otherwise it will go after vacation.
No, no, it's urgent. As long as on legs, that's it.
Once I finish the matters and rise, I will not sit again. Yes.
Like, May please, Your Lordship. Herein, Your Lordship, the Society of the Petitioner, they adopt resolution for holding the AGM of 2022 and 23. But 123, Your Lordship, the authority refused to approve, Your Lordship. And 126, Your Lordship, I filed this petition. And today is the last date, Your Lordship. So this may be, it may be tagged with WBC number 2865, Your Lordship.
WPC number?
2865 of 2022.
My lord, the term period already over today, my lord, 2020.
We'll issue notice and tag it with that petition.
Yes, sir.
Heard Mr. A.M. Khan, Learned Counsel for the petitioner. Here is the amendments made in the writ petition. It appears that a similar writ petition filed by the same petitioner.
Yes.
Yes.
Is pending in the form of WPC number 2865/2022 is pending before this court. Issue notice returnable in 4 weeks. Since Ms. S.T. Buck Planet, Standing Counsel, Cooperation Department, Assam, has appeared and accepted notice for respondent numbers 1 to 4. 1 to 4. No formal notice is required to send in this case. Extra copies will furnish to the Learned Department Council. This matter along with WPC number 2865/2020.
Obliged.
May I please, Your Lordship. My Lord, matter relates to my lord settlement of Ghat, my lord. NIT was issued by the Ansalik Panchayat, my lord. In terms of NIT, my lord, 7 numbers of bidders submitted tender. After scrutiny, my lord, the petition was found, my lord, valid highest bidder, and his bid is less than 1 lakh. So Ansalik Panchayat, my lord, recommended for settlement. It was forwarded to Zilla Parishad for approval, my lord. Zilla Parishad, my lord, without giving approval, my lord, they have given impugned settlement order, my lord, which is,
We'll issue notice at this stage.
and this issue has already been settled by the Sound Court.
Yes, but it's an old order. You have come more than 1 month later.
My lord, impugned order, my lord,
All
on
right.
31st of August, my lord.
Yes. Heard Mr. R. Ali, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, assailing the order of settlement of Sargaon to
Satrakonara Park.
Parghat. Within court, Sargaon to Satrakarana Parghat. Issued in favor of the respondent number 5, dated 31/8,
my lord.
2022. The instant writ petition has been filed. I have praised the grounds of challenge mentioned in the writ petition. First of Mr. S. Datta, Learned SC PNRD Assam, prays for some time to obtain instruction. Issue notice of motion returnable in 6 weeks. Since Mr. Datta has appeared and accepted notice on behalf of respondent numbers
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, and 3, no formal notice is required to be sent to said respondent. Extra copies. Petitioner to take steps for service of notice of respondent numbers 4 and 5.
My lord, 5, I may be allowed to Dasti, my lord. 4, my lord, 4.
In addition to the above, on the request of Mr. Ali, service of notice by means of dusty is also permitted on respondent numbers 4 and 5
Lost.
to be routed through the registry of this.
High level.
May I please, Your Lordship. Lordship, this matter is related to notice inviting tenders, my lord, by the Director of Tribal Affairs. Now, what has happened is that, my lord, there were certain conditions incorporated in this tender notice, which I challenged in this writ petition. But the respondent authority via corrigendum dated 21/9/22 had addressed most of my grievances. They've made certain modification to that. So, my lord, that being settled, my lord, they haven't upgraded it or uploaded it in their official website, so as to enable me to avail these benefits, my lord. I have also submitted a representation before the concerned.
My lord, he has already, my lord, put his bidding. I have just confirmed. He is one of the bidder. 4 farms, my lord, has put the bidding. He is one of them. That is my telephone instructions. I was not given a copy, otherwise, my lord, I would have brought a printed document, my lord.
My lord, this is as per my instructions, my lord.
Let him confirm from his client, my lord, whether he has participated.
Let participate, let it be after vacation.
My
lord.
Huh? Notice, how can it be? How can you participate and challenge it? You can't participate and challenge it. There are some legal principles. Is it not? How can you say that set aside the tender where
No, I'm not praying for setting aside the tender.
Whatever, some clauses
Yes,
or some kind of grievance you have.
my lord.
If you have participated, then you can't turn around and question the decisions. Who knows, you may get the work also. Or you can withdraw it with liberty to approach at an appropriate time.
Let this be heard after vacation.
You are Mr.
Peace in harmony.
Mr. Peace in a also had Mr. Ardhar Lanet, standing counsel. You are for handloom and textile.
No, my lord, this is not WPT, this is now it is tribal affairs claims, my lord. WPT, this is this new nomenclature, my lord.
Standing counsel. Nomenclature has changed, but the standing counsel has remained.
They have, to that effect, they have given a notification, my lord.
That means the assistance level will be the same.
My lord.
Which is good. That is standing counsel, Department of Tribal Affairs, bracket plain, bracket close, Government of Assam, appearing for the respondents 1 and 2, to sum is that the petitioner has participated in the tender process, and therefore the relief sought for in this petition is untenable in the IF law. After hearing the submissions of both the sides, it appears that there is a possibility that the petitioner might also back the contract. As such, the issues raised in the writ petition requires adjudication of the issues raised in this writ petition requires to be deferred. As such, in the opinion of this court, the issues raised in the writ petition requires to be deferred for now. The registry to therefore list this case again after the vacation.
My lord, registry will reflect my name, my lord, in the cause list.
By reflecting the name of Mr. Dhawan in the cause list. Should we clarify that pendency of the writ petition will
not be a bar, my lord.
The pendency of this writ petition shall not be a bar for the petitioner to participate in the tender process and also for the department to proceed with the tender.
My lord, diplomas.
In accordance with law.
My lord, my lord.
Your lordship. My lord, here the petitioner, my lord, was granted permission for constructing commercial building in Silchar, my lord. So your lordship may kindly see the drawing at page 15, my lord. Page 15, your lordship may kindly see the height of the ground floor. It is more than the other floors, my lord. So the petitioner sought, my lord, permission to reduce the height of the ground floor, my lord. If it is permitted, my lord, only then they will allow. There is a representation which is pending, my lord.
But I can't dispose of this matter today. So only thing that can be done is notice.
Yes, notice.
My lord, there is a legal bar. You will find the rule 43(4) of Assam.
So then let it be for motion on reopening.
Well, that's better, man. In the meantime, I can file my counter also.
Or Mr. S.B. Chaudhary and counsel for the petitioner. There is the amendments made in the petition. Mr. S. Dattal and senior counsel assisted by Ms.
S. Musahari.
Yes, Mushar.
S. Mushari has appeared for the respond numbers
3.
Respond number 3 and submits that this writ petition is not maintainable. The learned senior counsel however prays for 2 weeks time to seek instruction and file affidavit. In view of the above, this matter stands adjourned and shall now be listed for motion again immediately on reopening.
Much obliged.
May I please as your lordship? My lord, the petitioner is a lawful possessor of a land. My lord, in the district of Karbi Anglong in the headquarter of Diffu. My lord, the learned executive magistrate as well as one of the civil court, as my lord has categorically held that the petitioner has the right and title over the portion of the land. My lord, may be pleased to turn only one page. I beg to draw your lordship's kind attention, my lord. Page 43.
1 minute.
My lord.
We call for a report at this stage, nothing. I heard Mr. R. Bhuyal and counsel for the petitioner. There is the amendments made in the writ petition. Considering the nature of grievance expressed in this petition, which is pertaining to the allegation of inaction on the part of the police to protect the property of the petitioner, despite several court orders. This matter would call for examination by this court. NOM 6 weeks. You have served copy on standing counsel Caribbean law?
My lord, perhaps,
You have not.
perhaps not, my lord.
8 weeks. It will take time then.
My lord.
Mr. CKS Borwal, I'm a government advocate Assam, has appeared in accepted notice on behalf of
1, 2, 3 actually I can, because the administrative officer I can appear. So SP Caribbean law.
1, 2, and 3.
1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. As such, no formal notice is required to send to the said respondent. Extra copies will be furnished. Petitioner will take steps for service of notice upon respondent numbers 5 and 6 by registered post. 5, 6, and 7 with registered post. By registered post with AD. Steps within a week from today. Let this matter be listed again by reflecting the name of Learned GA Assam as well as this SCKAC in the cause list.
Lord, no, the police is now also harassing along with this.
Interim order cannot be passed.
Lord, no coercive action, my lord. Some protection, they are not, my lord, the.
No, you go to the civil court. There is no other way.
Already orders are there.
406, all these provisions are there. 106 is there.
Some protection.
Don't get all these things into writ court.
My lord. Obliged.
May I please, your lordship? My petitioner is a contractor under Water Resource Department, your lordship. He was allotted various contractual.
Non-payment of contractual dues, say that.
Outstanding amount. Part payment was done.
But Ms. SSGL and counsel for the petitioner agreed by non-payment of outstanding contractual dues. The petitioner has approached this court by filing the instant writ petition, seeking a writ of mandamus. Mr. R.M. Das, standing counsel, Water Resources Department, prays for some time to obtain instruction in the matter. NOM 8 weeks. Since Mr. Das has accepted notice for respondent numbers 1, 2,
4 to 9.
1, 2, and
4 to 9.
4 to 9. And Mr. R.C. Borpujari, Learned SC Finance, has accepted notice for respondent number 3. No formal notice, extra copies.
May I please, my lord? My lord, in this case, my lord, on behalf of respondent number 6, I have filed one caveat, but I have not made the petitioner as a party, my lord. I pray that I may be allowed for this to appear on behalf of respondent number 6.
Who is for the petitioner?
I am the petitioner. I am the petitioner. He says that he filed a caveat without naming mine. So I didn't know about the caveat. He wanted to participate today in the process here as respondent number 6. But I have nothing to say on that. My case is basically against the IOC. This is a tender, your lordship, which says I'm challenging the legality and validity of the tender process on issuance of the LOA with regard to road transport of bulk petroleum products from the Digboy terminal. Lordship, I'll take your lordship to 2-3 clauses of the NIT, and I will clearly show from the records that this has been clearly violated by the IOC in granting the LOA to the respondents. I have made all the respondents as party, your lordship, who has been granted LOA. Now your lordship will kindly turn to page 20. So page 20, if your lordship will see, this advertisement is for 70 numbers, page 20. I'll be very precise on that. There are this is for 70 numbers of tank trucks. 8 for 6 kilo KL, 9, 10 kilo KL are 2, then 40 KL, 40 numbers for 12 to 16 KL and 20 numbers from 18 to 40 KL. Basically, we are concerned with the second part, that is 40 and 20 KL, numbers of tank trucks for 12 to 16 and for 18 to 40 KL. Now, what has happened, Your Lordship? Now, Your Lordship will kindly turn to page 22. What is the requirement of the pre-qualification bid? I'll just show page 22, 1.3 clause. First was that minimum numbers of TT to be offered. All has to be owned by the persons, and the minimum number is 3. So any persons who will be applying will have to make it minimum 3 numbers. Age of the model is there has to be below 15 years, so that it is the newer parties that it should not be more than 15 years old. Then valid RTO license, registration, and PESO, that is explosive license, is required. Then the other 2 parties, purchase invoice and booking slip. Even tenderers who has no vehicles of their own can participate with booking slips and purchase invoice, but that is on a different proposition that I will come, Your Lordship. Then Your Lordship will kindly turn to
Manan, just to interrupt you, sorry
Yes.
to interrupt. What is the order? You are one of the tenderers.
I am one of the tender. My tender was
LOI has been issued.
LOA has been issued to the
In favor of?
respondents in favor of 18 respondents with regard to trucks. I am also one of the, I participated.
Is it connected with the matters we have already had?
Exactly similar.
Same tender.
Which matter?
Today also there was one writ petition. Yesterday also there was one writ petition. So the court has already issued notice on both main and interim and fixed the matters on
24
yes
November.
We'll pass the same order here.
Maybe, I don't know, but with regard to those writ petitions, if my learned friend has
Same
said
tender,
that is
yes.
fine. Only my point was here is that I have from the records from the LOA, Your Lordship, why I'm going to the NIT, because they have directly flouted the clauses of the NIT by giving these 8, not 18 at least, 8 of them I have found, but there are glaring illegalities that I can point out from there.
So you may be right.
Yes.
So what I'm asking is, what is the order is to be passed today according to you?
For me, Your Lordship, notice, obviously, they may get the instructions and the
You should
records.
notice on main and
I
interim.
would pray that status quo maybe. That is one
Status
more.
quo, how does it help you?
Because Your Lordship, at this point of time, as per my instructions, since they are only booking slips and purchase invoice, they have not yet.
So your supplier, you are at the moment, your vehicles are running.
No, I'm not running the vehicles.
So if
I
the
have provided
status-
4 vehicles.
What I'm asking is, if they are prevented, how do you stand to gain right now?
No, they are not prevented. Why I'm saying that they are not yet produced the vehicles because those are on the booking slips.
So Mr. Manan, this simple question on the interim, if the court passes a stay order, do you stand to gain anything?
I'm not going to gain, but if they start their work, then it will be difficult. That Your Lordship may then observe in the order.
All right, heard Mr. Y.S. Mandal, Learned Counsel appearing for the writ petitioner, peruse the amendments made in the petition, the alleging arbitrary exercise of discretionary power in the matter of processing the tender and deciding to issue LOI in favor of respondent numbers
4 to 21.
4 to 21. The instant writ petition has been for supply of
tank trucks.
Tank trucks
For road transportation of bulk petroleum products.
Road transportation of bulk petroleum products. The instant writ petition has been filed. Mr. Manan submits that although his client was also eligible to supply tank trucks, his right has been arbitrarily denied. Mr. M.K. Chaudhary, Learned Senior Counsel, assisted by Mr. M. Sharma, appearing on behalf of the
Respondent 1, 2, and 3.
authorities, that is, respondent numbers 1, 2, and 3 submits that similar writ petitions are pending before this court, wherein no interim order has been passed, and therefore this matter be also posted along with those writ petitions so as to enable him to seek instruction and file affidavit. Prayer allowed. Issue notice of motion returnable on 24/11/2022. Since Mr. Sharma has accepted notice for respondent numbers 1, 2, and 3, no formal notice is required to be sent in this case. Extra copies of the writ petition be furnished to the learned SC IOCL within a week from today. First, the petitioner will take steps for service of notice upon respondent numbers 4 to 21 by registered post with AD. Heard on the prayer of interim relief, the said prayer will be considered on the returnable date. It is, however, made clear that LOI issued in favor of the LOA, LOI no, LOA, if any issued in favor of the private respondents herein shall be subject to further orders that may be passed in this case. Register to list this writ petition along with WPC numbers
6425 of 2022.
6425
of
2022. There is another one you have.
Yes, my lord. That is, my lord, 6542.
6542 of 2022, which are stated to be analogous to the writ petition.
Not so much. Date will be fixed, my lord, 24.
24. List again on 24/11. You accept notice and come in now. Yes.
26/2 NIT dated.
May it please, your lordship. My lord, petitioner has purchased a plot of land within the Seal Circle bill, my lord, within the area of Seal Circle bill. And now he is apprehending that he will be evicted without adhering to the proper course of law, my lord. And I have case to represent before the concerned authority if somebody comes to evict me, my lord.
Where is the purchase document?
My lord, at it starts from page 20, my lord. Page 20. And my lord, as page 23, this is DAG number 11110, my lord, new. And my lord, GMDA gets jurisdiction within that area by virtue of act that is called.
Why do you say you will be evicted? Who will evict you?
My lord, GMDA.
Why?
Well, what has happened that this is a common land. This is DAG number. There are two DAG number, that is 402 and old one. If he is saying that there is an Act 2008 Water Bodies Act and it doesn't fall that particular doesn't fall under the Water Bodies Act. In fact, Lordship will turn to page number 35.
No, but you serve notice on him.
Yes, he is apprehending. He is apprehending and coming to court. Till the
only thing I will say, without service of prior notice, no eviction.
Yes, but the DAG falls under the Water Bodies. I can show it from the Act. Here and enact the Act at page 35. This is the DAG number.
But he has a sale deed. He has a sale deed.
Sale deed means government land, my lord. DAG number, government land.
No, this sale deed was executed without obtaining sale permission.
Yes, this is government land. You can sell it. This is a possession right he has taken.
Mr. S. Sahul and counsel for the petitioner. The writ petitioner herein claims to be the purchaser of a plot of land measuring 1 cut of 15 lashes covered by DAG number 1110 bracket new bracket close stroke 402 bracket old bracket close situated at Hangravari bracket Pathar Kuari bracket close under Beltola Moza. The petitioner claims that he had purchased the aforesaid plot of land from his registered owner.
Not registered. This is not registered. This is a possessory right.
What is his sale deed?
Possessory right. Possessory right.
It's not a registered.
Earlier somebody was else.
If Lordship comes to page number 28, he has applied for settlement. 28. This 28.
This is not a registered sale deed.
No, this is registered. Government land. Lordship. That too is about land of water.
Government land, my lord. Whatever, my lord. Residence is a fundamental need, my lord. And it falls fundamental need, my lord, residence. And it falls under Article 21 of the Constitution of India. If anyone takes me,
serve notice and evict.
That process has to be followed.
Purchase the land by means of a sale deed.
Deposit of my lord, since my lord he has come on apprehension, my lord.
without following the due procedures, he shall not be acquitted. That is maybe, my lord, that can be
Which,
done.
Mr. Sahu submits that the petitioner had purchased the possessory right of the land on 9/5/2008. Full stop. Apprehending that he may be evicted from the plot of land, the instant writ petition has been filed. Mr. S. Bora, learned Standing Counsel, GMDA, as well as Mr. D.K. Sharma, learned additional government advocate Assam, appearing for the respondent, submits that the writ petition has been filed merely on apprehension, and therefore the same is not maintainable. Full stop. Be that as it may, considering the facts and circumstances of the case, as well as the materials available on record, this writ petition is disposed of without commenting on the claim of right over the land made by the petitioner, by providing that the respondent shall not evict the petitioner without following the due process of law. Writ petition stands closed.
My lord, I was supposed to file the affidavit, my lord, in this matter. I have sent it for vetting. So, my lord,
what are these matters?
The non-payment of these
Contractual matters, my lord. Down payment of the bills for supplying, my lord, the blankets and, my lord,
You are disputing his claim?
No, not exactly disputing, my lord, but my lord, here what happens, we, in some of the, these items are 34, 33, 34, 35, we did not give this work order, supply order to the petitioners. We gave it to the marketing corporation. They gave it to them. So their presence is required. In some matter, they are there. So, my lord, we will not pay them directly. There was a lot of investigation into it, and we will pay, my lord. We do not deny that we will not pay. So let me come up with the affidavit, my lord. I have sent it for vetting. That it's a bunch of documents.
File the affidavit.
my lord, for last 1 year.
I cannot dispose of these matters today, Mr.
Lord,
Secretary.
Lord.
You can argue.
Lord.
These are financial matters.
Lord,
You want time to file affidavit. You are experienced lawyer. You know this is not possible.
Immediately after vacation, my lord.
Immediately
after vacation.
Within 1 month after vacation.
Because
Everybody
for last 1 year, my lord, he is taking time to file affidavit, my lord. For more than 1 year.
Last
So, my lord,
chance.
I am giving him chance after chance to file
Last
their
chance. Affidavit to be filed on or before 4th November. These matters will be listed on 9th November.
Much.
But Mr. UJ Saikal, learned counsel appearing for the writ petitioner in all these petitions. Also heard Mr. R. Dhar, learned standing counsel, Handloom and Textile Department, Assam, who submits that affidavit on behalf of the department has already been prepared
and sent for vetting.
And sent for vetting. And therefore 4 weeks further time be granted for bringing the same on record. What about your affidavit? You don't know.
Is that departmental? No, they are, my lord. It is the.
Considering the nature of relief.
P. Majumdar,
these
he is not,
writ
again, today he
petitions,
is not appearing.
having a financial implication, this court is of the opinion that affidavit on behalf of the
Respond number 4.
respond number 4, that is
the marketing corporation.
Marketing Assam.
Assam agriculture marketing.
There is no response.
AGMC, Assam
Affidavit on behalf of the Assam government. Can somebody say what is the name?
Government marketing. This is
Assam Government Marketing Corporation Limited.
Assam Government Marketing Corporation Limited. You are representing Assam Government Marketing?
No, my lord.
You want to file affidavit on behalf of whom?
I will file on behalf of the Handloom and Textile.
Who is appearing for Assam Government Marketing?
One Mr. P. S. Hussain and P. Majumdar is, their name is there in the cause list.
Are these cases where personal appearance was directed earlier?
Once, my lord, yes. No, not this case. It is another case, my lord.
Affidavit on behalf of Handloom and Textile Department registered by represented by Mr. Dhar would be necessary. At the same time, stand of the Assam Government
Marketing Corporation
Limited should also be brought on record by filing affidavit. Mr. B. Deori Lanet, Government Advocate, Assam, to therefore take appropriate steps in the matter. Let these cases be listed again on 9th of November 2022 as fixed item. Yes, as fixed items.
None appeared for you. So file affidavit immediately.
May I please, my lord? This I is filed for seeking modification of an order that was passed by your lordship on 21st of September. WBC number 4779 of 2022. Basically, in that excise matter, your lordship had directed the respondents to review the closure order as against my IMFL shop. But an issue was raised by excise department regarding the distance verification from the highway. But this was in regard to WPC number 5002 of 2022. But the same type came to be reflected inadvertently in WPC number 47799 of 2022.
Why distance is not an issue here?
We have not violated any of the norms in the excise rules, your lordship. We had followed the entire mandate of the excise rules.
The only verification was to be done in writ petition number 5002, your lordship.
Writ petition number 500
of 2022.
2022.
Srimati Premoda Devi versus State of Assam.
What is the number? 5002?
Two.
Why no distance verification is required here?
In this matter, because while inquiring on this Kunja Devi matter, your lordship, we found that there is distinct criteria doesn't come now. But in Premoda Devi, while inquiring, we found that there's a violation distance criteria.
You take down, heard Ms. D. Brahma, counsel for the applicant. I have also heard Mr. R.R. Gogol, standing counsel, Excise Department, appearing for the opposite party, public department of excise. Most of this IA has been filed with a prayer to correct certain errors occurring in the order dated 21/9/2022 passed by this court in WPC number 4779/2022. By referring to the order, Ms. Brahma submits that the distance criteria is not applicable in case of the writ petitioner applicant in this case, but the same was an issue in a connected matter, namely WPC number 5002/2022, which came up for consideration before this court, along with the WPC number 4779/2022 filed by the present applicant. As such, inadvertently, the order dated 21/9/2022 mentions that the authorities to review the decision for closure of the applicant's IMFL on shop after carrying out distance verification. First up, the instant IA has been filed seeking modification or clarification of the above aspect of the matter. First up, Mr. R.R. Gogoi Lanet, standing counsel, Excise Department, Assam, also submitted in his usual fairness that the distance criteria was relevant in the connected matter, that is WPC number 5002/2022. That is, in case of petitioner in WPC number 5002/2022 and not the present applicant petitioner. If that be so, this IA is disposed of by clarifying that while review the order of closure of the IMFL on shop, is it?
On shop, your lordship.
IMFL on shop operated by the petitioner, the question of distance criteria would not come into play in the present case. IA stands closed. Yes.
Deeply obliged.
Obliged, Lord.
Yes, so that's all.
Yes, sir.
You have your puja holidays.